Hi everyone, this is JP. I want to look at a place called Ezion Geber in the Bible, and I want to show you where it is and or where it was. And let's look first at the verses talking about this place or area. You will see when I show you this that it's actually an area, but besides being an area, it's also a sea port, or it's by the sea next to Elaf, another port at the sea. Numbers 33 verse 35. They departed from Abrona and camped at Ezion Geber. Numbers 33:36. They moved from Ezion Geber and camped in the wilderness of Zin, which is Kadesh. Deuteronomy 2 verse 8. And when we passed beyond our brethren, the descendants of Esau, who dwell in Seir, away from the road of the plain, away from Elaf and Ezion Geber, we turned and passed by way of the wilderness of Moab. 1 Kings 9:26. King Solomon also built a fleet of ships at Ezion Geber, which is near Elaf, on the shore of the Red Sea, in the land of Edom. Now this verse in the LXX Septuagint, the Greek uh, equivalent of the Old Testament, it doesn't say Red Sea. It says the extremity of the sea in the Septuagint. 1 Kings 22 verse 48. Jehoshaphat made merchant ships to go to Ophir for gold, but they never sailed, for the ships were wrecked at Ezion Geber. So remember we talked about where Ophir is, and this is talking about Ezion Geber, where ships were destroyed. 2 Chronicles 8 verse 17. Then Solomon went to Ezion Geber and Elaf on the sea coast in the land of Edom. We see that the land of Edom is by Ezion Geber and Elaf. It sounds like they were next to each other, Elaf and Ezion Geber. And we also see here, like I said, that Edom, which is Esau's territory, is by Ezion Geber. 2 Chronicles 20 verse 36. And he allied himself with him to make ships to go to Tarshish, and they made the ships in Ezion Geber. So again, it mentions Ezion Geber. Now, as I said, when I looked into this, I found out that Ezion Geber is an area, a very large area, and you'll understand this when you look at the meaning of the word Ezion Geber. It will help you understand why I say it's an area. Let's look at what this word means. Ezion Geber, it means backbone of a man. Ezion Geber means backbone of a man. So now you know what it means. Let's look at, before I proceed, I want to talk about this verse that mentions the Red Sea. And we see it here, 1 Kings 9:26. King Solomon also built a fleet of ships at Ezion Geber, which is near Elaf, on the shore of the Red Sea, in the land of Edom. Now, when we hear the word Red Sea, we always think of Egypt, and right next to Egypt, between Arabia and Egypt, that's the Red Sea. So let's look at what the books, encyclopedias have to say. Indian Ocean, third largest ocean in the world, bounded by Asia, Antarctica, Africa and Southeast East Asia and Australia, known in the ancient times as the Erythraean Sea. Erythraean Sea. You see, in the ancient times, it wasn't called Indian Ocean. It was called the Erythraean Sea. This is in the Encyclopedia, Oxford, I think. Now let's see, what does it mean? Red Sea. Red Sea, ancient Sinus Arabicus or Erythraean Sea. That's what this word means. It means Red Sea. Let me look here at Wikipedia now. I don't always trust the Wikipedia, but that's why I look at other sources too. The Erythraean Sea in Greek, Red Sea. You see, it means in Greek, Red Sea. So the whole Indian Ocean used to be called the Red Sea. Was a former maritime designation that always included the Gulf of Aden and so forth. It explains about its areas. Is there anything else I want to show you? Let's look at a few of these maps. You see there it says Erythraean Sea, the Red Sea. All this was the Red Sea. Right down on this side of Africa, the east coast of Africa was called the Red Sea. I want to make it very clear because of that verse in 1 Kings 9 verse 26. What did it say? King Solomon built a fleet of ships at Ezion Geber, which is near Elof, on the shore of the Red Sea. So this is on the east coast of Africa. It's a hard pill to swallow maybe, but that's what it is. It used to be called the Red Sea. Let's look at another map. You've got your Periplus of the Erythraean Sea. Erythraean Sea, yeah. First century map of routes, shipping routes. Again, it says Red Sea. Got this map here, old map. Here you can clearly see Erythrae. Erythrae is Red Sea. Interesting, eh? Now you know. Another fact that nobody seems to talk about. Okay, let's go to here. I want to show you where it says Ezion Geber. Remember that it means backbone of a man. Let's see. Here's the backbone of a man. I superimposed it onto the map of Africa on the east coast. You can see it fits exactly the shape of the sea coast here. From the Kenya up to Mozambique. This is exactly the shape of a backbone of a man. Let's show you from this image. Yeah? Remember? Backbone of a man, so it's from here in Mozambique up to here in Kenya. This whole area. So let's see on old African maps, what was that area called? Right here on the east coast of Africa. Hold on to your chair. Zangeber. See there? Zangeber. From Mozambique down here up to Kenya. Remember, Kenya is here by the equator. Right here where it shows the backbone of a man. Exactly the same area as Zangeber on old maps of Africa. Can you believe it? Zangeber is Ezion Geber. Same place. Let's look at the more maps. There's many maps. It's basically all the maps of Africa show, old maps show Zangeber. Ezion Geber. Again, Zangeber. Here it starts here in Kenya. Amazing, no? That it fits into what the meaning is of the name. The sea coast is the shape of the backbone of a man, and on old maps it shows the exact same name in the same area that looks like the backbone of a man. I think it's amazing. Alright, here's Zangeber again. Ezion Geber. It starts down here, goes right up to here. Interesting also that you see here Zion River or Sion River. there by close to the equator. How many more maps we have? It's quite a few maps, nah? Again, Ezion Geber, Ezion Geber, Magadoxa, and other maps. In the future, I might talk about this one. It's spelled differently, and one of the maps it shows 3 ways to write or spell this, which is Kadesh, Makadesh, one of the spellings. Um, yes, remember about talks about Kadesh also by Ezion Geber, and then we have here again Zangeber. Here's it. Like I said, I just picked a few maps because just about all of them shows Zangeber on the same place, in the same area. That looks like the backbone of a man. That's the meaning of the word Ezion Geber. And interesting also this Ayan, which is on other maps also Ayin. That's also mentioned in Numbers 34 when it talks about the territories of Israel, their borders. It mentions Ayin. It's one of the border points. Now, you also get Ayin on a lot of maps. There again is Makadesh, spelled totally different there, but on other maps it's spelled correctly. Yes, I wanted to show you where is Ezion Geber. Now you know this whole area, but remember that Ezion Geber, let's look here, was also a seaport. Now where would the seaport be? Because that's a long distance. It's a very big area, large area on the east coast of Africa. So that makes it more difficult to find the seaport that it talks about in the Bible. I found a specific place that I think might qualify as the seaport of Ezion Geber. Let's see if it shows here. I wanted to look at my yeah, I can't find it now. Let's see, view, no, file, put from drive. Yes, here we go. Okay, there's what I found, the areas. So let's look at this. You see here on the yellow line I drew here is the area of Ezion Geber on Google Earth. And here by Dar es Salaam, Zanzibar Port, Ezion Geber Port. I just want to show you what the name is of this town. It is in Tanzania. It's a possible location of Ezion Geber Port, seaport. Let's just wait for it to appear now. Looks like it might take a bit of time. Come on now. Here it's coming. Bagamoyo. Bagamoyo is the oldest town in Tanzania, and I found a few images there that looks like it could have been structures that could have been used for building ships. Remember that Ezion Geber is a place where they build ships. And what's also interesting at this spot here, as you can see, this island here protects this area here, and it will break waves so that the waves don't destroy what the seaport here. It's extra protection here. It's like a lane going around this island here on the east coast. And right there is Bagamoyo. I don't have the pictures here now to show you. I didn't prepare to show these pictures. But like I said, there are structures there that looks like it could have been used to build ships. I just saw a few structures, different sizes. I couldn't find a lot of pictures of this place, and I read up about this place a bit, and they said it's not that easy to just go there and take pictures. You must get a license from the town, or I don't know, from the council or something, to take pictures. That's weird. You need a license to take pictures in this town. But anyway, the few pictures that I could see and find, I saw these structures and I thought, wow, I've never seen structures like that before. It's weird, and what came to my mind was, it looks like the bottom part of a ship. These rocks, rock structure, and maybe it was to support a ship as they built it. And yeah, I think that's what it was. Um, I don't know where to find those pictures now. But anyway, that is Ezion Geber for you. Here on the east coast of Africa, next to the Red Sea. That they erroneously call Indian Ocean now today. The Red Sea is right here. But anyway, yes, I think that's it. That's what I wanted to talk about now. Remember, Solomon got ships from Ezion Geber down to Tarshish. Here's Tarshish. See there? I try to click on this. There. Tarshish. And that's where they sailed to, and that's also where Ophir is, as you can see here. Ophir there, Tarshish, Queen of Saba. Is here next to the Sabi River or Sabia River. I talk about this in the other videos. So it's not too far. Back in those days the ships weren't so wonderful. So they sailed from up here. I think maybe the port was here, like I said. So go around this bend here to Tarshish, or from here on by the equator by Mogadishu, somewhere there. Maybe it was a port, seaport of Ezion Geber, where they came down and to this area. But it must be in the top half of Ezion Geber, because of my findings so far, the land of Judea was here by the equator, up here. So you would think the seaport would be the closest, almost the closest route to where Jerusalem was, or where Judah's area was. And that is here by Mount Kenya. That's the equator there. Mount Kenya is where the equator was. But that is what I wanted to share you guys today. Some new information that you probably won't hear anywhere else. You can take or leave it. I don't really care. I just like to look into these things, and I know that area in Palestine is not Israel territory. It never was, never will be. That's not the land of milk and honey. It's a desert. Land of milk and honey was on the equator. The best place on earth is around the equator. It's very green, lush, fruitful, and honey refers to, it's very green, there's a lot of flowers, fruits. That's why it mentions honey. And animals are reproducing quickly, so there's a lot of milk, a lot of milk and honey. And you can't call the place here up in Palestine, you can't call that the land of milk and honey. It never was, it never will be. It's desert. Right up here. Ugly place. It can't be the land of milk and honey. And it doesn't fit description of the territory of Israel anyway in scripture, or the area that Yahweh will rule from. So enjoy your day. Let's talk again next time.